So my question for you is that in your speech, you talk about when the hospital build their remote telemedicines, they have a lot of challenges. But when, from your point of view, when they start building the system or when they start tap into this new route, what kind of mistakes they likely to make?
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give the big hand to them?
Thank you. Thank you for the questions. Yes, I'd love to give you an input about this one. So my previous two speakers actually gave a really good insights about in terms of change management. So the common mistakes is this one is about is number one is about inclusive leadership. So when a new hospital is adopting a new system, most of the time the selection of the solutions come from the top down, and without involving so much in the mid management and also in the grassroots level, who are actually the doctor who use the solution to provide the care to the patients. So that's the number one key common mistakes most of the hospital does. How to tackle that one, right? So I love to give you value too. So to tackle that one is to doing a POC. POC means proof of concept. When you are already selecting 1, 2, or 3 solutions, doing a small pilot protocol, run it out in a hospital in a side way, and bring some more people, doctors and teammates to get involved in that one and listen to them feedback as well too. Well, there's a point. There's another big mistake there when you do the POC, which most of the POC fail because of this reason, because POC means is a more amount of work for the hospital, basically for the doctors, right? And probably for IT department and change management department too. And that's the way it's need to be incentivized. They should be adding more work and they should be learning more work. Hospital have to have in the executive levels, have to write policy that why this doctor will be spending so much time in the POC. So they have to be rewarded, really need to be incentivized, and then the doctor will be really participating into that one. To be part of that one into the POC, and they will be fruitful. So that is the one area of tackling that inclusive problem and then getting a right solution and selected through this one. And number two common mistake was this one. Most of the small and mid-scale hospital, even big-scale hospital too, unfortunately, because of the policy, most of the hospital are driven by the CEO, and most of the CEO is a business-centric person or a doctor. And that's the way the problem come into it too. So most of the business-centric doctors or doctors who are in the C-suite executive, they are making a call, and this is a big hole into that C-suite executive. They don't have a capable CIO or capable real advisor in the board who can tell them that what actually should be the strategy for selecting a particular solution. And that it becomes a big snack to bite back the hospital over time, and actually ending up losing a lot of other credibility, security problem, performance problem, everything goes wrong. Because most of the hospital, even a big hospital in Southeast Asia or in an Asian country, the IT is more like a tool. We're in an execution level. But world has changed. Right now it's 2020. Talk about digital situation. Because in China, you already know that how well you are already using digital technology. So it brings you to a much more savvier tech people to be on your board in a big table to take the right solution. In terms of, it's not about just only usability. It's about how the adaptation of the solution, but also how well the security, performance, and adaptability and the scale, everything has been properly utilized. And also ROI need to be properly calculated, not just as a patient serve, but also data privacy and every other aspects too. What kind of cloud you'll be using? Why are we giving up more money than only our data? How? So those are a lot of questions into it too. So this is another common mistake does. So you have to have a proper capable people in your decision making board, a proper capable CEO. I know that there's a lot of hospital doesn't have the a budget to have a capable CEO. So what can I do, John? You probably asked me. So the question is this one, answer is this one. Have a right advisor to work with you. and make a responsible advisor, not just somebody like a big four consulting team who come and consult and take the paycheck and go. Have someone really included with your hospital, get them well rooted, connected, and that's really works, because I've seen that a lot of industry, a big corporation right now building their own in-house consulting team. I can go all day long with a lot of key points, because I have seen so many sad scenarios, but I would love to mention one thing because I want to be efficient, because there will be probably more questions. I would love to answer you more after the conference too, because I already share my different media, how you can reach me out. The third one, which is also an extension of my presentation, the change management. Hospital think about, okay, I get the solution, I train them and deploy the solution. Now it will be all perfect. No, your hospital probably have a 20 to 30% turnover and probably have also 10 to 15% retirement rate. So turnover means employee leave the hospital and there are new people coming into it. So you need to have a proper onboarding program for empowering and upskilling and inspiring. I like to use the word inspiring them to get adopted to the new solution. If you don't do this one, in few years there will be in a hospital everything in a chaos and you cannot do the firefighting. So one of the great way of solving the problem is include the training program, build an online program, put it on your online system, and put it as an onboarding course for every other new doctors or professional joining your hospital, and tell them to take it, but not just force them. Don't hold them to the wall. Give them, if you do this one, I'm going to give it to you. This reward or this certificate, you're going to give it to you, and it will be good for you, yourself and your career. And it will help you to do this one to serve better, because you will be able to see more passions. You will not be seeing the passion only in my city, but other places too. Think about a win-win. The most of the time, the top executive in a hospital come to the win-lose situation or top-down push, and it doesn't work. World has changed. People are much more educated and self-aware than whatever is before. So I can go, like I said, all day I can go, but these are the top three I just mentioned. Pay really close attention. If you want to discuss more and hear more challenges too, reach me out in your social media. I would love to give you more advice.